So Takeform enters and has an important job to do to make sure, number one, that people get to their destination, that they have a comfortable wayfinding experience. More importantly, though, is to create a graphics package that connects them to the YMCA brand and also creating a space that celebrates the donors that made it all happen. The Schottland YMCA in Pittsford, New York, I mean, it was special for a variety of reasons. One being it was the largest, at the time, largest YMCA in New York State. And it is a facility that is about to welcome thousands of members. Where's everything gonna go? What's it gonna be made out of? How's it gonna be mounted? All those critical details that get the things on the wall. You know, that practical execution of it all is super important. So we have an award-winning design studio that sort of built that out.
So Kelsey and I worked together to design the branding and wayfinding elements for this project. We did our preliminary walkthrough when it was still an active construction site.
We started our designs in June and this place opened in September. Yeah. So it was very tight turnaround.
At that point, really it was just outlines of where everything was going, and then from there we dove into the actual design work.
This space was focused on how can these graphics highlight the function of the rooms? How do we make this place look cool, but also highlight what's happening in that space?
Outside of the child watch area, we had window film. We had larger-than-life graphics within some of the studios that depicted what was going on there, whether it was like a movement, like a yoga area. The spin room, we had a lot of cycling graphics, and everything we designed was just at a larger scale than we typically would for any other application because of the magnitude of the space. This space was so big that it allowed for pretty much every product offering that we had. I think our products offer a lot of freedom in that we're not limited to a specific color selection or finishes. The design process was largely a collaborative effort between the GROW team and the Takeform team.
So GROW is the YMCA's interior design partner. They're making decisions across much more than signage and graphics, you know, whether it's furniture, flooring, paint. They bring in various partners to work with them to help execute great projects at YMCAs throughout the country. They came to us, they had some beautiful initial concepts built out, and our job was to figure out how to build this out more specific, provide additional options. The cool thing about this project is that it was going to serve as sort of the standard for YMCA locations to follow. We've done dozens of different locations where they were able to use this location, create standard elements so that if you go into a YMCA in New Orleans, you feel the same way as you would at the Schottland branch here in Western New York.
Given the timeline that we had, we made a lot of progress being able to bounce ideas off of another company.
We had to keep their vision in mind, but also work with the YMCA and what they wanted for the space, because they know their members and what they like to see. And they also provided a lot of local photography to personalize their space.
So for a space like the YMCA specifically, they are largely funded by donors. So I think that there was a lot of sensitivity to that and sensitivity to where we were placing this and how elegant everything looked. We wanted this to fit in but also stand out. It sort of greets you when you walk in that main entrance.
It's a focal point, and they wanted their donors to feel like this is something special for you. I think it's definitely a piece they're proud of.
You know, of course, the products are beautiful. It all, connects, it's synergistic, and it tells a really cool brand story for the client. But none of that matters if you can't execute. I think that's what drew the YMCA and GROW to Takeform. The end-to-end project outcome and being able to deliver that outcome anywhere in the United States. So you can design, you can build, you can install, and you can project manage all of it, which is something we can deliver. You know, the best part of all these projects is when you get to go in and see people engaging in the space, using the space, and connecting with that brand. And so that's, I think, really the biggest thing that points to success, that their model is successful at the end of the day.